Hello there. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a logo which have a geary appearance. In this case, I am using a logo of my own university. So let's get started. First of all, open the Illustrator. Then with the rectangular tool, just create a square by pressing Shift. I think it's okay. Ensure that the fill color is none and the stroke color is black. So I am just using the swipe tool. After that, let me zoom in. Okay, I think it's perfect. Then with the scissor tool, cut these 2 points. Then with the selection tool, remove this part. Now with the direct selection tool, click this anchor point and by pressing shift, hit the left arrow key twice. Okay, it's okay. Now do the rest with the right side also. Fine. Now place the rest line just like this, then select all and group it. Okay, fine. So after that, we have to make this a little bit smaller. I think it's okay. Then from the object, just expand it, select OK, and then the window, open the brushes, then simply click it and just drop it on the brush section. Select the pattern brush and hit OK. Rename it, then OK. So now the basic gear has been created. Now we will work on the text option. Let's give it a side. With the text option, write the text. In this case, I am using Bangladesh University of Textiles, Dhaka. Okay, then select this and make it bigger. I think it's okay. Let me close this. Now we will expand it from the object menu, then select OK. Now let me zoom in. With the direct selection tool, I will first mark this point and with the arrow key I will make it upward. Same for the other dot. Now I will select the only word Dhaka. Then with the selection tool I will rotate it totally 180 degree. I did this by pressing shift. Now I will take all the text and again in the brush tool I will drop it, and again in the pattern brush I will hit OK. Rename it as you want, then hit OK. Now finally 2 of the brushes have been done. Now with the rectangular tool, right click and select the ellipse tool. By pressing shift, create a circle, ensure that the fill color is none. Now we will apply the gear pattern by clicking this. Look, it looks great, right? Now we will make another circle, and this time by pressing shift and alt I am just making a circle. I think it's not symmetric around, so I am making it aligned with each other. Now it's perfect. Now make a copy of this circle by pressing Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let me reduce the size of the copied item. I think it's perfect. I am clicking the middle one and with the brush tool apply the text. If it is just twice, select all and make it a little bit of smaller. Now I think it's okay. Then just select only the text and rotate it as you want. So now I think it's perfect. Okay, let me close the brushes. I don't need this anymore. Now let me zoom in. Just look, the B and the dot are attached with together. In order to solve this problem, we will click on the text and from the object we will expand it as an appearance. Okay, let me zoom in. With the direct selection tool, I am clicking on the circle and with the arrow keys I am making it in the position. Now I think it's perfect. We can simply ungroup it and we can select the word Dhaka by from left to right. Okay, now with the arrow keys let me adjust its position also. Now I think it's perfect. Okay, our basic gear has been appeared. We will now simply make a copy of the second circle. Let me paste this. Okay, now let's keep the first part aside. Now we have to make the graph. I'm using the line tool. By pressing shift the line will be straight. Okay, with the direct selection tool I am selecting the line and with the alt tool I am making a copy of it. I think this gap is perfect. Now simply I will click Ctrl plus D to make more such of these copies. So let's select all and align them together. Now we will group this and we will make a copy of it. We will paste this in the place and we will rotate it by pressing shift. I think the graph has been appeared well. Okay, let me close this. Now we have to make this circle come in front of this graph. We will simply click on the circle and right click, arrange and bring to front. Now we will bring this circle in the graph. We will select both the graph and the circle and right click and make the clipping mask. I think it's perfect. Now we will simply just select the circle. We will at first expand it, then hit OK. Then from the pathfinder tool we will divide it. We will right click and ungroup it. I don't need the second half. I am selecting and hitting the delete button. Okay, now I will place this half circle on the top of the logo. I think it's perfect. Okay, now let me zoom in. I don't need these two boxes. Okay, so I'm just selecting this and simply by pressing backspace I'm deleting this. Okay, now we will add 6 hill frame over here. First I have to make all these as a group so that by any mistake it doesn't change its shape. Okay, done. To make the hill frames I will be using the line tool. So I'm selecting the line and by pressing shift I am dragging it down. I will increase the stroke. Before that let me select a stroke color. I am increasing it as 3. I think it's perfect. Now I will simply click alt and make a copy of it and simply press Ctrl plus D 4 times to create 6 hill frames. Now I will select this and adjust it. Okay, now I think it's perfect. In order to cut the extra portions that are coming out from the circle, I will be using a scissor tool which shortcut is C. I will cut it and with the selection tool I will select the top part. So you can use the shortcut V. Okay, then hit delete. That item has been deleted. Now again with the scissor tool I am clicking the point and with the selection tool I am selecting the top part and again select the backspace to delete this. Apply this for all of the existing lines. Finally it's done. Now I will select all of these and make it group. Now we have to make the shuttle. In order to make the shuttle, I am using a rectangular tool. I think it's perfect. Then with the direct selection tool, I will select this and hit backspace. Now from the pen tool, I will add an anchor point over here. So just simply right click on the pen tool and add an anchor point in the middle of the arm. I think it's perfect. Then with the direct selection tool, select that anchor point that we have recently made it, and with the left arrow key increase its distance. It will give you appearance like this. Then simply place it over here. It's too much bigger. Let's adjust its height and weight. I think it's perfect. Okay, done. Now simply select this and with the pen tool connect these 2 points. I think it's perfect. Let's move it leftward. Okay, it's totally perfect. Now select this and apply the fill color white. Done. Now look, the basic of the logo has been already been created. We are making it as a group. Let's make the extension part. With the rectangular tool, I am creating a rectangle and making its fill color none, and with the text tool I am typing that knowledge is power. After that we will select these both and increase the rectangle and we will align it. I think it's perfect. We can increase its size. Before that we have to make it as a group. Now I think it's perfect. Now let us create another rectangle. With the text tool we will type ESTD 2010. After that we will align the second text with the box. So let's align. I think it's perfect. Let's make it a group. After that we will make a group of these two boxes. Before that let's just align these. Okay, I think it's perfect. Now we will align this box with the circle and bringing it in the middle, also the box in the middle. Let me just reduce the gap between these two. Okay, it's fine. Now from the effect we will go warp and arc. We will put the value in -50%. Then simply hit OK. Let's just reduce the gap again. I think it's perfect. So here is our basic logo has been created. Let's delete the extensions. That's how you guys can simply create a logos which have gear item like this. Subscribe my channel for more such tutorials. Thank you.